Ahoy friends, welcome to building the Alpha Dory, a project to build a replica of a 1890s racing dory from Marblehead. Today we're going to be out in the shop and we're going to be getting together the bottom. So that's going to be the cross cleats and the bottom planking. And hopefully we'll get to drilling some holes and putting in some rivets if we can get the bottom all lined up and clamped together. Anyway, let's get out into the shop and get to it. Alright, so here's where we're at with the bottom. I've got the bottom inside. Last video I think we had it set up outside with the cross cleats that we'd cut. I painted the areas where the frames and cross cleats are going to be going on. Hit those spots with some Cuprinol substitute. Since Cuprinol has been made illegal, it's a cuprous oxide waterborne wood preservative. Anyway, so traditional dory, the cleats would just go on over the pine bottom. You wouldn't have this added step, but it's just something to help with the longevity of the boat. And I also painted the undersides of the cleats with the same cuprous oxide mixture. So those are painted. I did that the other day so that now it's dry, so that I'm not working with and drilling and riveting into wet Cuprinol. Stuff's not the funnest stuff to get on your hands and whatnot, even though it's not terribly toxic to people. So anyway, it's all dried up, and next thing is to clamp the bottom together, which I've actually already done up front here. I've got a pretty traditional wooden bar clamp on there with the wedges to tighten the bottom up. And the next step is to put on the bar clamp that's going to be back here at this frame station. And then we can start drilling and riveting on some cleats. So first thing to do is get down the other bar clamp, a loft here, and the clamp pads and wedge that go with it. See, these bar clamps are pretty simple things. It's just a piece of wood cut with beveled slightly on the edges so that you're not pulling directly on the edge of the bar. Just goes down right over top of the sawhorse, so it sort of forms a captures the bottom. If you were going to go with much thinner or much thicker bottom, you would want to either put spacers under the bar clamp for a thicker bottom, or you might want to put a thin strip of wood under the bar just to get down nice and tight to the bottom. But if you're clamping it properly, the bottom really shouldn't be up against the bar anyway. It should be down on the sawhorse. So let's see, that, and then I'll grab a couple clamps. Let's see how that. Yeah, that's probably a better angle, so my head won't be in the middle. Head won't be in the middle of the whole shot. And I'm just using these little little Jorgensen clamps to clamp the bar to the horses. Alright, so now we put in the clamping blocks. These distribute the pressure from the edge of that bar so that it doesn't crush the surface of the plank, because we don't want to damage that, because that's, you know, eventually what the garboard is going to land on, so we don't want to be crushing the wood along that edge, even though it's not at its final form yet. That is going to get lightly planed to shape, but we're hopefully not going to have to take off a lot of wood there. Let's see if this one's a better fit here.